Good day, my dear students. For today's video, we're going to tackle about the second part of the bigger concept about the salaries and wages. So this is the second part. If you haven't viewed the first video, you are free to view it, which is also in the description box of this video. Okay, so again, our learning competency is that you, my dear learners, should be able to calculate weekly or monthly wages from an annual salary, wages from an hourly rate, including situations involving overtime and other allowances, and earnings based on commission or pieceworks. Okay, so let us check the structure that we have created in the first video. So the flow of discussion started with important terms and formula, which is discussed on the first video already. So, nasa description box na po siya. Kung hindi pa po na-view, please view it. And now we're going to move forward with computing salary or weekly salary from daily wage. And after that, the next topics will be these three. Okay, so now let's get down to business. Problem number one, Rika works as a cashier in a convenience store in Cagayan de Oro, earning 150 pesos per hour. She works 8 hours a day and 5 days a week. What is her total wage this week? So we are being asked of the total wage. At kapag total wage po, my dear students, always remember na kailangan po nating i-consider lahat po ng naging source ng income ni Rika kung siya ba ay may nagko-commission aside sa kanyang work or kaya meron siyang night shift, may overtime ba siya, meron po ba siyang ginagawang mga craftsmanship na ang basehan is piecework. So lahat po yun kailangan nating i-calculate para makuha natin yung total wage. In this problem, si Rika ay isang normal na mamamayang Pilipino na walang ibang pinagkakakitaan kundi yung trabaho niya lang. So, ibig sabihin po, yung trabaho niya rin lang dito sa problem na ito, yung kailangan natin i-consider. So, that will give us the total work or the total wage, which is equal to magkano po ba ang kanyang kinikita per oras? So that is 150. Kaya ilalagay ko po dito, that is 150 pesos. Multiply po natin sa kung ilang oras po siya nagtatrabaho sa kada day. So that is 8 hours. So ilalagay po natin dito times 8 hours. Multiplied also by how many days na nagtrabaho siya sa week na yon. Kasi ang tinatanong sa atin dito is per week eh. Kaya po, meron tayo dito nakalagay na 5 days a week. So kailangan 5 din siya. Is 150 pesos multiplied natin by 8 hours. So that is equal to 1,200. So susulat natin 1,200 multiplied natin by 5 days a week. So multiplied natin by 5, that will give us 6,000 pesos. So meaning to say, 6,000 pesos po yung total wage ni Rika. Pero ganyan na po ba natin siya dapat sagutin? So, hindi po. Bakit po, my dear students? Because this is a worded problem. Meaning to say po, yung tanong sa atin is in terms of sentence, we should answer it in descriptive form also. So, we have Rika's total wage for this week is 6,000 pesos. And that is our final answer. Okay po? So, I will only accept po answers in sentence form if the problem is in sentence form. Okay? So, are there still questions? If you have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below or simply reach me in my messenger account. Okay, so now let us move forward to our next problem, this time about Kenneth. So si Kenneth naman po works as a service crew member in Quezon City earning 100 pesos per hour. This week he worked 47 hours, but his regular work hours is only 40 hours. What is his total wage in a week? So again, sabi natin, kapag total wage, lahat po ng pinagkakakitaan i-consider. Apo, at dahil dito sa problem na ito, masipag si Kenneth, 40 hours lang yung regular, siya po ay nagtrabaho ng 47. Ibig sabihin po, meron siyang overtime. Kaya po, kailangan yung calculation natin should be total wage must be equal with the weekly wage. Yun po yung regular lang plus the overtime na ginawa niya. Okay, so first let us calculate the weekly wage. Weekly wage ni Kenneth. And weekly wage ni Kenneth is how much per hour? That is 100 pesos. Kaya lalagay natin dito 100 pesos. At yung regular hours lang po ng pagtatrabaho niya is 40. Kaya yun lang po yung i-consider natin for the meantime about weekly wage. So 40 tayo, even without the use of calculator, we know that that is 4,000 pesos. Okay, so si 4,000 pesos, igilid po muna natin siya. Dahil hindi lang siya yung consideration natin, di ba? Sabi natin masipag si Kenneth. Kaya ibig sabihin, masking overtime niya, i-calculate din natin. So for the overtime naman, we have still the 100 pesos kasi siya po yung pinaka-basis natin. Pero ilang oras naman siya this time nag-overtime. Overtime po was defined as the number of hours extended by the employee in the service. So dito po, 40 hours lang yung regular, pero masipag si Kenneth, 47 yung nirender niya, 7 hours yung kasobrahan. Yung kasobrahan po, siya si overtime. So we need to write 7. Sabi po natin, di ba, kapag overtime, meron tayong multiplier. Bakit po may multiplier? Kasi hindi pwedeng thank you lang. Effort po yun, kailangan bayad yun. Kaya kailangan po i-multiply natin by 1.25 because overtime pay is 25% of the basic or the daily wage. Kaya ito po, my dear students, yung pinaka-solution natin for the overtime alone. Okay, so using our calculators again. So we have 1,000 or 100 multiplied by 7 for the 7 overtime. So that is 700 pesos. So lagay natin dito, we have 700 pesos multiplied again by the multiplier, which is 1.5. So times 1.5 or 1.25, I mean. So that will give us 875. So meaning to say, ang overtime niya, babayaran siya nung employer niya ng 875 dahil nag-overtime siya. Ngayon, for our total wage, sabi natin, di ba, we have the weekly wage. This is the weekly wage. Plus the overtime. This is the overtime. So, ibig sabihin po, the total wage ni Kenneth must be equal with 4,000 pesos plus the overtime pay of 875 pesos. That is equal to 4,875. So sabi natin, di ba, since this is a worded problem, kailangan po naka-words din. So our final answer should be Kenneth's total wage for this week is 4,875 pesos. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay, questions? Okay, so now let us move forward to our next problem. For our next problem, Lara is a sales agent in Iloilo City. So she receives a 3,000 base salary weekly plus a 2.5% commission on her total sales. This week, she sold 450 worth of products. What is her total income? So isa-isahin natin yung mga naging sources of income ni Lara. So total wage tayo. Total wage for the week must be equal with the weekly wage plus this time meron siyang commission, 'di ba? So we have commission. So isa-isahin natin yung pag-solve. First is for the weekly wage. So for the weekly wage, sabi natin, ang kailangan natin ditong i-consider is kung ilan po yung base salary niya. Kasi dito sa problem, wala namang sinabi na per oras eh. Pero computed na yung weekly wage niya, which is actually equal to 3,000 pesos. So wala na tayong ibang ikakalculate. Proceed tayo doon sa commission. Okay, so for the commission, si Lara ay nakapagbenta ng magkano po? 450 worth of product. So, hindi sinabi kung anong klaseng agent ba siya. Baka agent ng mga beauty products, walang sinabi. Basta, nagbebenta siya. At yung naibenta niya is 450,000 pesos. So, 450,000 pesos, sulat natin. Sabi dito, ilan yung commission niya? 2.5% commission. At 2.5% commission, this is in terms of percent. Kailangan natin ng decimal. So we have 0.025. Bakit naging 0.025? From 2.5%, from this percent turning into decimal, we need to move 2 places to the left. Okay po, so lagay tayo ng placeholder na 0. So that is 0.025. So multiply tayo by 0.025. 450,000 multiplied tayo by 0.025. So that is equal to 11,250. So we have 11,250 for the commission. 250 pesos for the commission. So sabi natin, di ba, we are dealing with a worded problem, so our answer should also be worded. So, pero to calculate for the total, hindi pa natin nakakalculate si total. So si total natin, di ba, weekly wage plus the commission. So we have the weekly wage of 3,000 pesos plus the commission of 11,000 pesos or 11,250 pesos. That will give us, so that will give us 14,250 pesos. So in words, we have Lara's total weekly income is 14,250 pesos. This is our final answer. Okay? So are there still questions? So please don't hesitate to comment down below. Okay, so how about for our fourth problem? I want you to pause this video and please try to answer this on your own. Try nyo lang. Opo, so I hope na-pause na po ang video at I hope po lahat po nakapag-try. So again, sabi natin, we need first to identify what is the problem. Ramon is a shoe assembler in Marikina. He is paid 35 pesos per pair of shoes. He completed 130 pairs this week and receives a 400 pesos weekly transportation allowance. What is his total income? So this is a problem about what? About piecework. Bakit po piecework? Kasi po per piece na ng shoe. Opo. So 35 pesos kada pair ng shoe. So ibig sabihin po si total income niya, total weekly income must be equal with the piecework plus ano pa po yung naging source of income niya? Si weekly transportation allowance. So, kailangan po siyang kasama sa calculation. So, we have here allowance. So, sige po. So, for the piecework muna tayo. So, for the piecework, ano pong operation? Multiply lang po tayo dyan, di ba? Kasi kada peraso is 35. I mean, kada pair is 35 pesos yung pag-assemble niya. So, he assembled 130 pairs. So, that is equal to So for the piecework, magkano po yung kada pair? So we have 35 pesos kada pair. Pero dahil ilang pairs po yung nagawa niya, we have 130 pairs. Imo-multiply po natin by 130. In our calculators, that is 35 multiplied by 130. So that is equal to 4,550. So ibig sabihin po, yung kada or yung buo niyang nagawa is good for 4,550. So this is just a piecework. Meron pa tayong isang consideration, the allowance, 'di ba? So for the allowance is equal to 400 pesos. Okay, so para po dito sa total weekly natin. So for the total weekly income, we have 4,550 plus the 400 pesos of allowance. Anyan galing dito po. So we have equal to, ilan po yan? 4,950 pesos. So dahil po tayo ay worded problem, the correct answer should be in terms of sentence din. So we have Ramon's total weekly income is 4,950 pesos. This is the correct answer. Okay? Okay, how about for our fifth problem? I want you to pause this video and please try to answer this on your own. Okay, sana po na-try na. Let us now collaboratively answer the problem. But before that, let us first read the problem. Always. Grace works in a retail store in Tagum City. She earns 120 pesos per hour and worked 40 regular hours plus 6 overtime hours this week. So, masipag si Grace, may overtime. She also receives a 1,200 monthly attendance bonus. And this week, she earned a 750 sales commission. Wow, talagang masipag si Grace. Nagpapa-commission pa. So, yung tanong dito, what is her total weekly income? So, this time, lahat po sabi natin ng naging, or lahat ng ginawa niya, kailangan na i-consider natin sa computation. So, sa total weekly income natin, or the total weekly income must be equal to the weekly wage plus, dahil nag-overtime siya, kailangan po may overtime plus the overtime and also plus tayo, meron siyang ano pa, may bonus pa siya, 'di ba? So we have bonus and also plus the commission. 'Di ba? Ang rami niyang sources. So, dun muna tayo sa weekly wage. Okay, so first, the weekly wage. Compute natin. Sabi natin sa weekly wage, kung ilan po yung kada oras, i-multiply lang sa regular hours natin. So, select weekly wage natin, yung kada oras niya is 120 pesos. So, 120 tayo times the regular work hours is 40. Kaya lalagay natin dito 40. So, we have 120 times 40. So again, that is 120 multiplied by 40. That is 4,800 pesos. So yung weekly wage niya po, regular weekly wage is 4,800 pesos. So meron na tayong weekly wage. Check na si weekly wage. Dito na tayo kay overtime. So, gamit tayo ng ibang color. So, sa overtime naman, OT tayo, same lang. Opo, same tayo na kumikita ng 120. Pero this time, ilan pong oras yung ginamit ni Grace para sa kanyang overtime? We have 6 overtime hours. Kaya ilalagay ko dito times 6. Pero sabi natin, ang lahat ng overtime, lahat ng effort ay meron pong karagdagang bayad. Hindi po siya yung kung ano lang yung regular mo, yun rin lang. Kailangan mas mataas. That's why we use the multiplier of 1.25. Okay, so on our calculators, so we have 120 times 6 times 6 that is equal to 720. So sulat muna natin 720. So 720, imo-multiply natin yan by the multiplier of 1.25. So 100 or we have 720 multiplied this time by 1.25, that is equal to 900. So yung overtime niya, babayaran siya ni employee niya, I mean ni employer niya ng 900 pesos. So sulat po muna natin, we have 900 pesos. For the bonus naman, we write that in white. So for the bonus, wala tayong ibang computation, di ba? Actually, meron tayong computation dito kasi 1,200 monthly bonus siya. This is in terms of month. Remember, we are after with the weekly income. So ano yung gagawin natin? That is correct. We need to divide the monthly bonus by 4. Why? There are 4 weeks in a month. So, ibig sabihin, we have 100 or 1,200 divided by 4 tayo. So, that is actually equal to 300 pesos. So, si bonus natin, meron tayong bonus na 300 pesos for that week alone. So aside from doon, meron pa siyang isang pinagkukunan ng income, 'di ba? The commission. So si commission, ito po yung wala tayong computation kasi nakalagay dito 750 sales commission. So sa commission natin, wala po tayong i-compute pero ilagay pa rin natin. So we have here 750 pesos. So ibig sabihin ito, ito at ito, kailangan natin lahat i-consider para makuha natin si total weekly income. So, we have weekly wage, ito po siya. The OT, ito po siya. The bonus, ito. And the commission. So, sige po, i-add natin. So, we have the total weekly income is equal to 4,800 plus the OT or the overtime pay of 900 plus the 300 for the bonus for the week, plus also the 750. So that is equal to, on our calculators, so we have 400 or 4,080, I mean 4,800 plus 900 plus 300 plus 750, that will give us 6,750. So, ibig sabihin po, meron tayong weekly or si Grace ay merong weekly income na 6,750. So, this is the weekly income of Grace. Pero sabi natin, di ba, we are dealing with a worded problem. Kaya kailangan po, si final answer natin should be in terms then of sentence. So, Grace or Grace's total weekly income is 6,750. And this is our final answer. Okay? Okay, so here is for the last question. For the last question, we have a problem about Daryl. Si Daryl naman this time works at a furniture store in Davao. He has a daily rate of 220 and worked for 6 days this week. He also worked during Ninoy Aquino Day. In addition, he earned 1,000 commission from selling 2 chairs. Compute Daryl's total weekly wage, including holiday pay and commission for the month of August 2025. Okay, in this problem, we are being asked with Daryl's total weekly wage. Kaya ilalagay po natin dito, total weekly wage. Si total weekly wage natin ay binubuo noon pong daily wage niya, di ba po? Na ginawa niya for 6 days. Kaya ilalagay po natin dyan, weekly wage is equal to the weekly wage dahil sa pag-work niya dun sa furniture store plus yung trinabaho niya noong Ninoy Aquino Day. And Ninoy Aquino Day in 2025, August of 2025, is a special non-working holiday. So, ibig sabihin po, meron siyang holiday pay. Plus also the commission dahil nagbenta siya ng dalawang shares. So, plus the commission. So, let us calculate. So, first, for the weekly wage muna tayo. So, for the weekly wage, sabi dito, nagtatrabaho si Daryl ng kada araw ng 220. Kaya lalagay natin dito, we have 220 multiplied by kung ilang days niya yon ginawa sa isang week. So, we have 6 days. Kaya ilalagay natin times 6 dito. Okay, so we have 220 multiplied by 6, that is 1,320. So, we have here 1,320. Okay, so tapos na tayo kay weekly wage. Dito na tayo kay holiday pay. Si holiday pay naman po, Ninoy Aquino Day is a special non-working holiday. So, special non-working holiday siya, hindi siya regular holiday. Ibig sabihin po, hindi siya times 2. That is only 1.30. So, ibig sabihin, still we have 220 multiplied by 1.30. So, sige po, calculate natin. So, we have 220 multiplied tayo by 1.30. Kasi isang day lang naman yun, di ba? So, kaya isa lang dapat. Pero halimbawa, dalawang non-special or special non-working holiday times, ita-times pa to by 2. Pero dito, isa lang naman, kaya ibig sabihin po, meron siyang tatanggapin as holiday pay of 286 pesos for the holiday pay. Okay, so aside from that, may commission siya. So si commission niya, buo na 1,000. So lagay lang natin na commission is equal to 1,000 pesos. So wala nang percentages. Okay, so dito tayo, balik tayo dito kay total weekly wage. So under total weekly wage, sabi natin, we need to calculate or we need to add ito pong weekly wage natin. Weekly wage is 1,320. So we have 1,320 plus tayo the holiday pay of 286 plus the commission of 1,000 pesos. So that is equal to, using our calculator, 1,320 plus 286 plus 1,000 pesos. That is equal to, so we need to write this in sentence form in order for us to have a valid answer. So Daryl's total weekly wage is 2,660. Okay, so ito po, kailangan meron tong, wait lang, let us first arrange, is equal to 2,606 pesos. So yan. Total or Daryl's total weekly wage is 2,606 pesos. So that's it for today, my dear students. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye po!